What does her work matters mean to you?
Two Black women navigating their journeys, sharing their experiences,
creating a safe space,
and being authentic.
Rooted in abundance and evolution.
Welcome to the pod. Black Girl Vitamins Natural Sea Moss contains 92 of the 102 minerals that we all need, and it's also 100% vegan. You can get the gummies or the capsules. All you need is 2 a day, and you can use our code HWM20 to get 20% off your first purchase and get started on your vitamin journey.
Hey y'all,
how y'all doing?
Welcome back.
Can y'all hear us?
Yeah, this still gonna be season 9.
Yes.
So, welcome back, y'all.
Welcome back to a new episode.
Come on in.
Yes, come on in, take a seat.
Yeah.
Because y'all, I think when we first started this season, we talked about how it was gonna be so. I thought we said it was gonna be a light season. Ain't. I know I said I won't try to be cuss on here, but ain't shit like that this season. I mean,
ain't nothing like
nothing. So the season has reflected that very much. I hope y'all are ready to continue the ride. Cause
okay, come on, we go. Buckle up. Put both seatbelts on if you need it.
Both. I'm talking about if you need a seatbelt that go like this and like this, do that.
These last few episodes is like,
girl, DeAisha came up with this stuff. Now I'm just gonna tell y'all. So if y'all start getting hit over the head, don't blame me, because
we actually got from somebody that we met, but we'll get into that when we get to the episode, and we'll talk about our networking. We're gonna get into all that when we get to the episode. Okay, we're gonna do this is the episode, but we'll get to it in a second. Okay,
we doing our mindful affirmations. Y'all can get this on Amazon, like I said.
Absolutely,
y'all.
It's a good fan. It's hot in here, y'all.
We want to start bringing us a fan.
These lights is spray.
All of the lights.
Burn. Okay, y'all, for real. Okay.
Why would I do that? Okay. I have the courage to face my fears. I do. That is
courage. What that lady say? The courage to love.
I know exactly.
And then when she said,
yeah. Look in that face.
It takes courage
to love.
Like, girl, where you was
to be able to feel and love. That's how she was again. And she do that thing. Y'all know what we talking about.
If not, I'm gonna get on my editing skills. I'm gonna put the clip in here because I.
It takes courage to love again when you've been hurt.
All
I see is her face up there when she up on that stage. She just so into it.
And it's just all in
her body.
It's all in there.
It's all y'all could tell she was going through stuff. But yes, I have the courage to face my fears, y'all. That is very real, because sometimes I feel like we can be fearful of things that we don't really identify as like fear.
Ooh.
And then we be like, dang, I didn't know I was scared.
I thought
I was just nervous. No, but there's fear.
Scared.
Fear took over in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just thought I didn't want to do it. No, you was scared. You was scared. Okay, mine says my life reflects my vision and my authentic. They put that in italics. Authentic self.
Ooh, authentic self.
Authentic.
Well, I guess that is real, because wherever you are in that moment is going to reflect your authentic self.
I hope so. Some people don't show up as their authentic self, so. If you show up with a representative, then it's gonna reflect.
Y'all, that's the episode in this, because I was about to say something that could take somebody to say, so you just gonna continue to lie to yourself?
Well,
yeah.
It happens.
They don't start believing the lies, then who knows the true you?
You don't. We don't.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Out here.
Look, I'm about to say we about to get deep into something that don't even got nothing to do with this. Well, it could. But anyway,
let's go and get
so this one is called Midlife Crisis, and we got this. Ooh. So we went to a networking event last month.
Yes.
Y'all. Time is slipping away from me.
August will bite a blink for me. I don't even know. I'm still catching up. Like, I know we're in September, but mentally, I'm not. I'm trying to catch up.
Okay, I might not.
Like, I'm
never
keeping
catch
up, but I'm catching up.
Okay,
if that makes sense.
Okay, I need rollover minutes at this point because it's not enough time.
Yeah, I need some time to roll over a little bit because I feel behind.
Yeah,
I feel behind, but I'm not really
for sure.
How you feel?
Yeah. Anyway, we back.
Okay.
So last month we went to a networking event and it was really nice. We met a lot of creatives in that space, but this one girl, and I really do not remember her name, and I hate that for me. But she talked to us and we shared our podcast with her, all that, and she was like, y'all need to do an episode on like midlife crisis. And I was like, okay. And so she was explaining like, because y'all are both in y'all 20s, and she was like, you know, I don't know if she had just turned 30 or she's getting ready to turn 30, and she was basically saying like, stuff just started clicking,
getting in place.
And I was like, girl, can definitely talk on that, because that's what I'm feeling like. Things are not, some things ain't moving forward with me
how you thought they would.
Yeah, and so it's like, you gotta pivot. And she was basically saying like, you can choose to do something different. You don't have to stick to the script that you had in your mind.
Girl.
And that kind of go with the next episode, so let me just stick to this one. Okay, but so the first note I have is, well, these two notes first go together, and they say, stop living in the footsteps of other people and living in the shadows of your trauma. I really just want that living in the footsteps of others. We talked about that so much here, like just living in the thoughts and values of people that have influenced you over your life, and when you get to a certain point, you're like, this don't even align
with what I want
my life to look like.
I think I know for me, I struggle with that because I'm a person who likes to have a blueprint. I love to have a blueprint, because if you tell me how I should do it, I can do it and I can tweak it for me.
Yes.
So to have to just completely be like, oh yeah, some of the stuff my mama taught me ain't necessarily how I want to live my life, or that's not necessarily how I want to run my household. And so it's like, you really have to trial and error with yourself.
Yes.
Because it's like, when it's you or when it's your family, like, you can't be blaming, or you can't rely on what worked for the family you came from, or the family that you know, your parents or whatever. Because, you know, people were raised by different people.
Yes.
So. But you get what I'm saying. You really have to find your own. And I don't feel like, not on my mama part, I think she has prepared me well, but I don't think I was prepared to have to like make those changes. I just thought like certain things would like be like that, but I realized in real life it don't work for me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, this acts like, it may have worked for me as a kid or as a teenager, but like as a grown woman with my own family, no, this don't work for me. I have to like tweak this. Like, I'm gonna have to make this like Zharyia coded, because it's not working Aaron coded. Like, I can't be her.
No.
And what she's able to deal with and what I'm able to deal with is two different things.
So
that's hard. That is so hard, because it's not that what they're doing is wrong. It's just that's the right way for you, but it may not be the right way for me. And that's hard to get past, because it's like, I know y'all ain't taught. Yeah, I know my mom ain't teach me the wrong thing. I know that. It's just getting older. Like, oh, I got different needs. I got different things I want to do.
Yeah. So thank you for that.
Yes.
And some of, like, it's not saying that some of the stuff like I can't build off of.
Yeah.
Like, this may not work for me, but it's a good start for what I'm trying to get to, or what I want to input in my life. So that's the first point. But this second point, y'all, stepping outside of your trauma, because sometimes I ain't gonna say we, because I don't think I've ever done this. Well, I ain't gonna say I've ever done this, but I could say I was on the verge and I had to put it in reverse there, making my trauma my personality. Like, oh, I went through this, so this is who this is me, and like pretty much like this is how I'm going to show up in the world because of X, Y, and Z that happened to me. And it's like, okay, but
how do you move past it if you're going to stay in it?
How you gonna move past it if you right here?
And if you make that your whole being, then how are you going to grow?
How you gonna grow?
Because you're saying this is you.
Yes.
You're saying this
you're
is you.
stuck. You trapped in this one, whatever age, whatever mindset, whatever growth spur or not that
Whatever
you had.
Situation.
That's it for you. So you just saying, I'm gonna show up as this person. And majority of the time, like when you show up in your trauma and you're living in your trauma, fight or flight. Like
very much.
Your anxiety is gonna be high because one, you're probably looking for a way out of the situation. Because for me, when I'm in my trauma or when I feel like I'm triggered, my first thing is like, how can I stop this? Like, I need it to stop.
And you know what? I literally put that as a point for this. I said, you don't always have to make a decision right away, because that's literally what I said.
Yes.
Because when I was thinking about when we talked about the topic, I was like, I don't necessarily feel like I'm having a midlife crisis. I'm not there, but I feel different. It doesn't feel like a crisis. It feels more like a becoming. Ooh. It feels like a becoming. It feels like stop trying to control the show. Like, go with it. Just go with it. Because guess what? Because what I had to realize for me, as I try to, I'm always the first type of person that's like, I'm trying to think ahead of what they're going to ask for me to do or what they want from me or what I need to do, because I don't want to be bothered. And life has been teaching me in real time, it ain't going to work like that. As much as you want to work ahead, as much as you want to work ahead, fast forward. You don't want nobody saying nothing to you. You don't want to be bothered. I'm still going to have them say something to you. I'm still going to have them bother you.
Just because you don't want it to happen.
Just because you don't want it. And so now I feel like since I've got to a place where it's like, you know what, Zharyia, just
go with
let it happen as you go. So much more peaceful, so much easier, because it's like I'm not trying to change as soon as it happens, because I'm the type of person, when I'm going through something, everything's a crisis. Everything's a crisis to me.
Okay.
What you mean?
24/7 hotline.
I'm always in a crisis. And that's what kept me in like fight or flight all the time.
Yes.
Why is everything a crisis?
And I don't get time to rest.
None, because the next one's coming.
Next one.
And I have to think ahead of how to prepare
it's
for
spiking.
Like what?
But you don't have to prepare for that. Nobody's.
How you prepare for what you don't know is going to come, but you're thinking about it coming. So what if you are making it happen in your head because you've already preconceived that it's going to happen?
You already set the stage for yourself, and this wasn't even supposed to be happening. But since you thinking about it so bad, now it's happening.
Now it's happening. Now it's here at your front door.
And you still don't know what to do.
Now you
done did all this prepping, and now it's real, and now you still don't know what to do.
And so one of my other points I had is with that, I said you have to learn how to pivot. Like, instead of trying to make a decision in the moment to fix it, pivot.
You gotta pivot.
Pivot.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
stop trying to.
Have to.
You can't fix everything. Like, I know they teach us that in social work too. Like, you can't fix everybody.
You can't fix everybody.
You can't fix it, and that applies.
Look, they should have gave us a mirror and said, including yourself.
You cannot fix everything. Sometimes it's just, you know what? This is the situation. What I'm gonna make out of it?
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do?
Yeah. What am I going to do? I know y'all saw that journal when I said a nice heel toe. You gonna have to pivot. You gonna have to get a nice heel toe, cha-cha slide, Cupid shuffle, or something. Something with a spin in it, because if you stay in that same spot, nothing is gonna come from that. And that's the most important part of this midlife crisis, because it's the fact that you get grown and you realize,
I don't know everything.
I don't know everything. I want to know more, but it's also like, where am I learning it from? And then who am I learning it from? And then I'm learning from my experience, but am I learning the right things? Because it seems like this keep popping up. Like, it's like when you in the middle of your 20s and you really trying to figure out how I get here.
How?
Because it's not even what was supposed to be happening.
Not to look around.
Because I'm looking around like, this was not this is not what I asked for or what I thought it was going to be. So now I gotta either make it look like, start doing the work so it can look like what I wanted to look like, or accept the fact that it ain't it. And then what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
it's ultimately, what are you gonna do?
That is the main thing.
What are you willing to do?
What are you willing?
And she was talking about the relationship, but I'm talking about for yourself. How bad do you want it?
In all aspects, what are you willing to do?
How bad do you want
for you, for the life you want, for the career you want, for the family you want, for the relationship you want, for the friends you want,
for everything that you want,
for the person you want to be? What are you willing to do?
What are you willing to do?
Because what she say? Baby, F your pride.
Take it on back.
Take it on back.
Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Cause
that's a word, baby, right there.
It's a word. It's a word.
You really have to do
I'm telling you, you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Even if it's selfish. I saw a post that said, as a recovering people pleaser, shout out to Tierra, as a recovering people pleaser, when people tell you selfish, that thing be feeling good to me. Yes, I am.
And thank you finally. The crazy part is, I realized that
me
for the first time.
Raised the freaking roof. Thank you.
I realized that I feel like I had maybe aspects of being a people pleaser and maybe didn't even know it because I was still a selfish person. Like I was still very much like, if it don't work for me, ain't no moving. I remember being like saying that in college, like, this is my time to be selfish. I'm gonna be all the selfish I want to be. Like, this is my time to shine, baby. Because there's gonna come a day when I have to be selfless if people before me. And I might have to be the third person on my list or the second or fourth or fifth. We don't even know.
We don't know.
So hey, I took my time to be stuff, baby. I enjoy, and I'm still enjoying it.
Okay. Enjoying the ride.
But I will say, I feel like I'm getting to the point where I'm okay with being a little more like selfless, because like, okay, Zara, you done poured into you so much. Like, it's good. We can keep pouring, but I have to go beyond me because I'm a person who don't play about me. I feel like it's every episode. I don't. I never will.
I never will.
And I have to learn. One thing I've always done, I have to balance, like, okay, we're gonna make sure we good, but we have to make sure the people that's with us is good too. Good. Because I will be pouring in me so much that it's like they over here looking at me like, what's going on? I'm like, hold on, baby, I gotta get me together first. I gotta fill my cup.
Still working.
Gotta fill my cup. So you sometimes you need to you don't need to stay in selfishness. I think it should come in waves, honestly.
I think so.
I think there's a time when like you really need to be focused on you, and that comes in waves. And then there's times when you need to really pour and focus on others because you have so much that you've already gotten. So
give it to others.
Give it to others. Yes.
Oh, we just tap dancing on all these other topics, Lord.
This is crazy because I only had a few points because something told me last night, y'all, this is real off topic. Something told me last night, go back to the roots, Zharyia. I understand that you are trying to like be this person that's prepared but like, Zharyia, go back to like what is really you, which is me just showing up and talking about what I be talking about. Not trying to have everything, because I've got to that point where it does work for me to have like stuff planned out and points to like stay on topic. But I think sometimes I get so caught up in like the topics that I be like lost up here, so it don't
translate.
Yes.
It don't be giving authentic.
It does still give authentic, but it just don't give like the real time, like what I would naturally
say
come from my head, because I've already written out points for myself.
Oh, like,
so I'm sticking
how we were just talking, like you preparing, but you don't even know.
Lord Jesus, yes.
Yeah, you don't even know what's to come.
Yeah.
You don't even know what I'm gonna have you say. You are
right. Like the last time we recorded, and I can't remember which episode it was, and I was like, child, I don't have nothing to say, because she threw me off, and I was like, none of my points match. Like, what am I gonna do? I think that was the moment for me. It was like, Zharyia, go back to what works for you. Like that's cool and all, but that's not me. Like that's not me.
Yeah.
And I know
and
that.
It's okay.
And I know that.
It's okay, because we balance each other out.
We definitely do.
I need a note.
She's the planner, and I love that for her, because DeAisha has definitely over the years, she has got me together. I be thinking, DeAisha would plan for this. She would be planning months in advance for this. So that's what I'm trying to adopt.
I have to.
But I realize like it does work for me in some stuff, but some stuff I will stick to playing too much that it's like, baby, is this you or is this a robot? Because I don't feel any emotion.
This is too structured.
Once I get some structure, I stick to the structure. I do not deviate from it. I don't. I realize I really am a person who, I'm a rule follower.
Ooh, not a stickler.
I am, y'all. I'm a rule follower.
One thing about me, I need to read. I'm not a rule follower. I'm about to bend it to so it can work in my favor. Cause one thing about me, any job.
Oh, now we talking like that.
Job, anything, like I'm gonna observe and see what everybody else doing. Let me see how I can.
Yes, and now I
can bend and work this out for me.
I do that too. I will bend the rules, but I've noticed like I had to reflect, and I was like, when I was reflecting on like kind of why, and I was like, dang girl, like we not be 25. What the fuck? So I got there, and I really was reflecting and was thinking, wow, as much as I'm a person who like to do my own thing, when it comes to certain things, I will follow the rules because I don't want to mess my life up.
Yeah.
I've realized like even as like a kid or a teenager, there's certain things I just would not cross the line over too far because I don't want to play with too much fire. Yeah. I will throw some fireballs, but I don't want to play in the fire.
Like I was never one of them children that like took their parents' car, like stuff like that.
Never snuck out the house. None of that. That's the type of stuff I was like, y'all don't know my mama.
I'm like, no,
y'all don't know.
Thank you. Now I do some stuff, but I ain't about this.
When I used to go to high school, people like, you took
your car.
What do you mean?
I could never. First of all, I don't even know how to drive, so I'm not about to crash this.
Baby, first of all, I can't even leave the door. My mama sleep light. She hears the door creak.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not doing that stuff.
We don't have light doors in my house. It's creaking and it's blinds on this door.
And screeching.
Okay. Now they're slamming and no.
She gonna be, what's that? She's up. So like I realized that like being, as far as I feel like I've kind of gotten as far as I have from being a rule follower, but also I am a person where, like I said in one of the episodes before, like sometimes I want to do stuff for the plot, and I will.
Okay.
You gotta have a good balance. You gotta have a good balance.
I need to see how this gonna turn out.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to know, like, is it worth it or not?
And those be the time. That's gonna take me to my next point.
Okay.
Those be the times when you just need to keep that to yourself. Cause sometimes in your 20-something, you don't gotta let everybody know everything you did. Cause some stuff y'all be telling, you couldn't pay me. You couldn't pay me to tell that on the internet.
Maybe.
You can, let me tell you, in this little midlife crisis, I have really learned to shut up.
Oh, please shut up.
Yes. Just shut up, because sometimes your opinion ain't needed, ain't nobody ask.
Ooh, that's the one.
Nobody asks. And quite frankly,
it don't affect me.
It don't affect me, and you wouldn't want nobody giving their opinion about you. So just be quiet. And you know how they say, like, when you hit like 25, like your frontal lobe closed. I don't know if that's a myth or if that's true, but I definitely feel it, because it's like, and I don't think it's 25 for me. I think it was 26. Like this year, 26, honey. I think my brain was like, one, none of this really matters. Like it matter, but like all the stuff that I spend so much time in my brain thinking about doesn't matter. Yeah. Like how you say, just let go and just be. That is so like peaceful, like in my mind. I'm saying in my mind, because I spend a lot of time
in my head. No, me too. I get what you're saying, because I felt the same way. I feel like honestly this year, even though it's been some hard parts in this year, this year has been the most peaceful year for my brain. Like it's not a lot of talking, it's not a lot of going back and forth, it's not a lot of indecisiveness, it's not a lot of overthinking, it's not a lot of trying to think what other people thinking,
trying to think or care about what other people think.
Like I feel like this year I've really just learned that like none of that matters. Like just live. What I've noticed with my just living, y'all, this is crazy how all this comes together. When you get out your head and you start just living and you just start being in the moment and you start realizing, like you said, none of this matters. Maybe the social media follows too. I can't tell y'all, I don't be on there for real. I don't be on there for real, because none of this matters. I could post something for me and then I'll go back and look at it and be like, all right, we're done, delete.
That was good.
That was good. I feel fulfilled now because
I saw it.
Like, whereas before, it's not that I would post stuff for other people, but you know how you want to post stuff like, oh, this is what I'm doing, this is what I got going. I just don't care anymore. I just don't, like, if I decide to share it, when I share it, cool. If not, hey,
I don't care.
The people in my life, they know what's going on. She knows what's going on. The people that need to know what's going on.
That's
but it's
what I'm saying. It's like all these outside.
And when I see it, and I just I even like sometimes be like, I don't even really look at my story like that no more. But sometimes, like, I'll look at, to bring up, like, the people that look at, I just be like, why are y'all watching?
Like, what are y'all getting from this?
And it be so consistent, like.
What y'all getting from this? Because
I'm not even posting anything.
I'm just doing this for me. Half of the stuff I post is about the podcast.
The podcast and We the Urban. That's me all day. The podcast and We the Urban. That's all you podcast.
Or you might get a little song.
Oh, yeah, you may get a song. Now, you may get a dump if I feel like I'm in the mood for a dump that month, or I want to do something fun.
Okay, that month.
That's about it.
That's about it. I don't.
Because I can go back. You know how you can look at your archives from Instagram on your stories and you can see, like, the calendar of the days. But if you go back and look through the years and see how much it's changed, like, from posting every day to maybe you about post 2-3 times a month. That's it.
Yeah, because mine start in like 2018 when we was in college, and it's like, one month I didn't miss a day. Like,
and why is it always a black screen with some words? What are we talking about on here? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up, Zharyia. Shut up.
You don't have to say that.
You don't have to say nothing.
I think that's like my thing for myself. You don't have to say that.
Yeah, and my thing, this be my thing. I have to tell myself, okay, is you saying this? Is this to fulfill something for you that you feel inside, or is this for them? Because do you have a strong opinion on this because of something that you feel, or is it actually going to be helpful for them? Because most of the time when we give our opinions, it's mainly like very biased to what our personal feelings are. Yeah. And we feel judged because that person has a different opinion. So now it's like, let me tell you why that's not it, but no, you're really just trying to prove a point as to why your opinion is right, and it's not.
I don't need you to prove nothing to me, because at the end of the day, you can have an opinion, I can have an opinion, and that's that. Like, that's it. Like, you don't need to try to prove or try to influence me to think what you think. I'm already thinking what I think. Right. So,
and my thing, what I realized with, I ain't gonna say for everybody. I assume everybody. I can't assume. I'm just gonna talk about me. My opinions are based on my life experiences, the people around me experiences, the things I've seen. Yeah, that's what my opinions are based off of. So if I do have strong opinions about certain things, trust me, it's very much because it's what I feel inside. It's not anything against you, because I know sometimes I can get a little passionate about things, and it feels like I'm coming at people.
Okay, but I'm not.
I'm just telling you from experiences I've been through, or people that close to me have been through, and if I feel like you're doing something that's really not worth it because either I've been through it or somebody I know, like, I'm gonna tell you, like, I mean, I don't know if you should do that, because I know somebody that did that a couple years ago and they still going through it. So I really highly wouldn't recommend it. But people want to give it. I'm just going, hey, then live your life, cool. That's when I leave it there. Live your life.
That's when you're going to be like, hey.
Because I'm never saying it for your detriment.
Who am I?
That's my thing. I'm never saying anything for anybody's detriment.
No.
But I think people around my age that I've noticed are really, really in this thing of can't nobody tell you nothing. Which I get it. I was there when I was 21. When I was 22.
Yeah, but at what point do you come out?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. And I think it's hard for me. My husband told me this. He said, I think it's hard for you to understand other people your age because they don't act like you. He's like, I want you to know that's not like, he was like, I'm not saying what you're doing is like abnormal, but like normally people just aren't that mature, honestly. And I get so frustrated with stuff, and he's like, that's literally people that age, that's how they act.
They doing them.
He was like, that's literally how they act. That's how a 24-year-old is gonna act. That's what they do. And in my head, I'm like, that's just crazy. Like, do you know what that could do to your life? And he's like, they don't care. And me, I'm 24, and I'm like, but I'm 24 too, and I'm not. He's like, you're not them.
But and that's so hard.
I still struggle with that. Because why? I just want to know why.
I feel like it's a lot of different reasons.
I think it's hard for me I think it's hard for me because I am the same age as those people, but I'm not around people my age. But also when I have to come in contact with them, I'm so thrown off because they remind me of like a person that I was 3, 4, 5 years ago, and I'm like, why are you still this person?
Like that? Yeah.
Where I may not be realizing is like, Zharyia, you was already ahead of the curve.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, baby, where you said you was there 5 years ago, that's what they are now. You were already.
You are the curve.
I am the moment, clearly, because I've always struggled. That's always been a point of contention for me, because why are they not getting it? Like, why would you do that? Why are we on here arguing about who the prettiest baby mama and we're 24? I want to cry. Like, I want to cry for y'all.
Okay, why are we arguing on the internet?
Come on, I'm not the ugly baby mama. What the fuck? Okay. Like, these are the conversations people my age are having. Like,
why?
Or I'm talking about, or they're still like club, and I just don't want to go to a club. I want to go to the speakeasy. I want to hear jazz. I'm so old.
Listen,
I'm so old.
We've done all that already.
We have, but I'm like, it's crazy. We really have. We've done all that. We did it, and it's like, when I hear people talking, they be like, "Oh, you in your when you in your early 20s supposed to be doing it?" I'm like, I was doing that. Like,
I already did that.
I'm not interested in that now. So maybe that's why I don't get it when they promoting it, because I'm like, it ain't worth it. You gonna be done spent $200 and wake up the next day and be upset about it.
Be upset. I mean, you could have just stayed at home.
You could have just stayed at home.
You could have stayed at home, went and got that same bottle.
With your girls. What's the problem?
We ain't got that same bottle. We ain't got them same chicken wings. And that bottle gonna cost.
They just said you could get the same of everything.
For under $100. You done spent $200 in one night. And then you waking up on Sunday looking at your account wondering who did that. You. Yeah. And you ain't even have to. And did you have a good time? But did you have a good time?
Did you?
Could that be me? Because you know I be ready to go. You know DeAisha be ready to go.
DeAisha starts scrolling on that phone or getting in that corner.
Once I get on that phone,
pack it up. She ready to go. She's ready to go.
Like, anytime y'all ready.
That's her. Anytime y'all ready.
Waiting on y'all. Like, I'm literally just here for y'all at this point.
Yeah.
If we didn't come together,
it do be like that. It do be like, and even outside of like the party and stuff. Like, I just don't like the things I'm interested in. Are things that people who are like 27, 28, 29, 30, sometimes about 34, 35 range that be interested in. Yeah. And I think, like I say, I don't feel like I'm in a midlife crisis, but I do want to, I don't know, I have this urge to expand my horizons. I don't know. I have this urge right now. And I just feel like, well, am I gonna be around a bunch of older women? Which that's fine, but sometimes it's like I don't want to get caught up in like being older you know how you can be around older people so much, just like, baby, you done forgot how old you are. Like, still do your thing. Like,
okay.
That be my issue. That be my issue.
Don't turn me to an auntie too fast.
That's what I'm saying. But it's also like I don't want to hang with all the aunties, but I don't fit with
my group.
I don't fit with my group.
I don't fit with my group.
My group most of the time don't even like me. I don't know why. I just tend to meet people that be we don't get along. We don't mesh, and we never do. Never.
It's
so unfortunate.
I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of that's not going. It sounds so mean, but I feel like it's a lot of people in their 20s dealing with identity crisis. Like, it's a lot of people trying to figure out where they belong, who they are, and so within that, you run into a lot of people who are like not being their authentic self, and so when you meet them, it's like, that's not like that's not really who you are. But I also can't be around you because you're still you're still trying to figure yourself out, and I pretty much know who I am.
Thank you. Like, no, and I get what you're saying. It does sound bad, but it's not. But it's so true, because that's how I feel. It's like I know who I am. Like, I was talking to this lady when I was doing something, and she's older than me, but she kept saying, she was like, you know what, I just, I'm still in my health phase. And I was just like, okay, that's cool for you. Me personally, I don't think I had a whole phase because I don't think I had a whole phase. Did I have a phase where I was entertaining people at one point? Yes. But a whole phase, no. Because me personally, I I never felt like, because anytime I see people that they're like, oh, you need to go through that to learn yourself. Baby, I always knew I don't gotta fuck nobody to do that. But that was just me, because that's what I be hearing. So when she said that, I was like, oh, that's great and whatever, like for you. And she was like, yeah, you understand? I was like, no, I don't understand, actually.
Oh, sorry, y'all.
I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And she said the same thing. She was like, you know what? I'm just trying to figure out what I want, what I need. And I was like, well.
But why?
I said, why? And I asked her, I said, so.
Are we dating or are we fucking? Because that's a different.
Well, she said whole face, as in the example she gave, she is fucking.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was saying. The example she gave, she is. It's not just dating. It's not just talking. It's very much hunch a munch. Everybody, it's hunch a munch.
That's interesting.
But I realize when I hear other people talk about it, that is what they say. They be like, you need to get that out the way so you can figure out what you want and who you like or who you are. That just wasn't my story for me personally, but I understand if that's what you need. I can't say that's not what you need. But her thing to me was, well, then how did you know? Well, I kind of got to know myself first, and I knew what I wanted, and I stood on that.
Something you need to do.
I told that man what I wanted, not what I was expecting him to do, what I wanted, what I was going to do, and if he wanted to be along with the ride.
Come on.
Thank you. It was never an ultimatum. It was never, I want you to do this. It was, Zaria's going to do this. Zaria's going to get here. This is Zaria's plans.
Okay. What you got going on?
Be here, and if you say, cool, we can make it work. But I always knew what I wanted. I always knew who I was.
If our plans align, then they do.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, okay, if that's what y'all want to say y'all need the whole face for, I don't necessarily agree, because I don't think you should be sleeping with that many people.
You don't need.
And then you're like almost 30. I'm talking about stuff I was doing like high school. Like that's when I was doing all the extra stuff, like senior year high school. I'm not like 21, 22 feeling like I don't know who I am. I need to go get a man to figure it out. Because I feel like the man gonna confuse me, if anything. That's what I would think. If I'm just fresh in college, I'm, single, and I'm meeting somebody, I would think maybe the man would be more of a distraction because I am fresh out of high school.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm just.
From experience.
Okay. Because I'm saying, when I was in college from freshman year on, I was in a relationship the whole time. So that wasn't my story, but I'm saying still that can be a distraction. But I always thought the man can be a distraction. Regardless of what we doing. Work, school, even a grown 40, 50-year-old woman, a man can be a distraction.
Absolutely. When you don't know who you are, you're going to be easily influenced by somebody coming in your life that you're also giving the power to influence your mind, because from experience, when you go to college, you're still a child. Like
you really are. As much as we think we was grown,
as much as you think you grown,
I legit was a child, y'all. Like
she really was a child. Like age and all.
Like literally a little baby. Like I could barely do anything my freshman year, anyways, y'all. I could barely do anything, baby.
She was. So it's like
club.
You a child, and you definitely a child mentally. Yeah. So it's like when you find somebody who you feel like, okay, this gonna be my little boo, and then y'all start spending a lot of time together. Y'all start talking, sharing opinions, and then you slowly start to realize, like, maybe this ain't even me. Like, maybe you rub some stuff off on me that I don't necessarily like or agree with. And so, yes, it is true that when you fresh out of high school and if the first thing you look for is a man, one, you're gonna get it.
And it's so many at college.
That's what I'm saying. It's so many.
Not even just your state, all over the world.
All over the world.
All over the world.
It's a melting pot.
I'm talking about they might be out the country.
That's what I'm saying.
All over the world.
It's a melting pot.
So you're gonna
find what you're looking for, but are you really finding what you're looking for? Because that's
so do you think it's necessary
for
I ain't gonna say just women, I say women and girls or guys, do you think it's necessary for them to have a whole face?
Not fucking, no.
People say necessary. That's why I use the word necessary.
I don't think it's necessary to have a whole face. I think it's necessary to
get to know
other people to figure out what you like in a partner. But I don't necessarily think you need to have sex with everybody that you're getting to know, because sex can cloud a lot of your opinions on
Baby,
people.
talk about rose color, guys. It's gonna be red. You ain't gonna see nothing. You ain't gonna see nothing.
You're not gonna
be
see
so dark.
anything. So yeah, you don't need to be having sex with everybody, but you definitely, I don't think there's anything
need to get to
wrong
know
with getting to
people.
know other people, because that is how you get to know what you like. However, you don't gotta be busting it.
Yeah, so I think if it's worded like that, yes, but I'm never going to like recommend that anybody go out and be having sex with a bunch of people. I would never do that, just because I don't know what's gonna happen to you.
No.
So if I'm telling you, yeah, girl, you better go out there and get it in for you.
Especially the world we live in.
And then if Miss Girl come back and tell me, girl, oh God, I'm gonna feel bad, because I'm over here telling you, you need to have a whole face.
That's what I'm saying.
I would feel so bad for telling somebody that and something bad happened to them, or they ended up in a situation they couldn't get out of, because I'm telling you to have sex with a bunch of people. I'm telling you to get to know. Now, when I be telling the girls date, I do mean date. Like, I don't care if you got 5 dates set up a week. Date them in. Date them. Ain't nothing wrong with dating. That's what you supposed to do when you dating.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You have one for every. If one miss out, you got another one to call up.
Yeah.
That's what I think it should be. I don't think it should be like, you don't have to be sleeping with all 10 of them. Bro. If that's what you want to do, that's your business.
That's a lot. That's a lot of juice.
I mean, it is, but
it's a lot of body fluid.
Some people okay with it. That's their business. Some people okay with it. I know. I don't necessarily agree, but I'm saying.
Let me put my head down.
I'm not gonna tell you not to pop it for them 10. If you want to pop it with them 10, that's yours to pop.
I guess so. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show.
Please don't show everybody though. Like, I really don't recommend you to show everybody. Don't do that. Just show them a few.
Okay.
Just show a few.
Show a few.
You know, it don't need to be like, and at least not at all one time. All at one time is a lot.
That's a lot of body fluid.
That is a lot at one time. I can see if it's like years apart, but it's like, if I'm dating all 10 of y'all and
bam, bam.
It's only 30 days in a month.
30 days in a month, and
one of them weeks you got.
That's how I'm gonna say. One of them weeks you out of service.
So you only got 3 weeks. That's crazy. We don't need we don't recommend nobody to do that.
No,
but no, I was just
not
curious.
Recommend.
Yeah, no, I was just curious to hear your stance, because I know like a lot of people say that, like, as far when they talk about midlife crisis, they be like, I don't recommend, like, they be like, oh, you shouldn't get married young or have kids young, because you need to, have your whole face before you get to your 30s.
I don't think that's true.
Like,
I feel like
everybody say get it in before you 30. They swear you got to do all this stuff before 30. What happens at 30, y'all?
Nothing. I mean, I ain't saying nothing, but like,
it's not like, oh, if I ain't traveled the world, if I ain't married, if I ain't have kids, if I ain't got all my friends, if I ain't a business owner, I failed. That's
people start over all the time. People choose something differently at any age.
I might turn 30 and be like, you know what? Don't want to be a social worker anymore.
Okay.
Something else.
I mean, hey.
What y'all gonna do? Fight me for it? Because that's what I did in my 20s?
People do that all the time.
Like,
you can choose different.
Can't nobody whoop you.
Can't nobody whoop you for pivoting.
And I told y'all to pivot. I told y'all to pivot now.
That's the episode right there.
That's it, y'all.
That's it.
Oh yeah, that worked out perfectly, because my last point is actually gonna be
That's
gonna be my affirmation. Rebrand however many times you want. Woo. That was it.
Cause I love a good rebrand.
That's rebrand.
I'm on the brink of one right now. I don't know how it's gonna be, but
however many times you want to.
I can feel it.
I'm telling you, do it. I love seeing somebody rebrand.
I can feel it.
Cause you can see it's like, oh, they deleted all the pictures off Instagram. A new one's coming. A new character.
I was just saying,
a new character's loading.
It's about that time, cause I'm starting not to identify with my Instagram again, so I'm about to do some shedding and some changes.
I feel like that's why I barely post on my feed, because I'm like, I'm probably not gonna identify as this person again in a few months. So why put it on there?
Why?
That's literally like some pictures I take. I'm like, that's cute for you and cute for the friends, but I don't want this on my page.
That ain't even the
that's why I had to make my Instagram and my Twitter private, because I was just like, I just feel like I'm too soon. I just want. And plus, I
have the access to me.
Yeah, and I feel like I got too much going on. I don't need nobody finding me.
Okay.
I just no. Because when it come to work stuff, people will be looking for you. Okay. People will be looking for you to see what you look like, and then they be stumbled on stuff they shouldn't be stumbling on. Mind your business. Mind it's my personal life.
Please.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my information, y'all. Rebrand, and pivot to make your life what you need it to be.
Absolutely.
That's what I got.
What was my information? I think it's this one. Was it this one? It had to be this one. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did.
So basically, you gotta
do something different. It's not like if 2 + 2 = 4, how you think it's gonna equal 6 this time? You're gonna have to change a number.
You're gonna have to change the
whole equation. Ooh. Boop boop. All right, y'all. That was the end of the episode. I hope y'all enjoyed it like we did.
Yes, we had a good time talking to y'all.
We had a good conversation right
Very
now.
good. I think it was really good. Yes. We will see y'all in the next episode.
Bye.
Oh wait, before y'all leave. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe.
Jump scare.
Make sure y'all follow us on TikTok. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram. And for this one, what we want y'all to leave for this one? I don't even know. Leave an X.
Oh yeah, cause we chopping down the trees.
We just chopping down the trees because y'all, if you are in the midlife crisis or you feel like you are becoming, like I said, we gotta chop some stuff down. So put the X, cause we gotta get to work. All right, see y'all on the next episode. Bye.